younger women are in their prime in terms of their fertility. So our fertility is at the highest when we're in our early 20s. Men, almost at like a very animal brain level, they're wired to want to spread their seed. The older women are sitting in the corner sulking with their lame beer, saying all men are horrible. So ladies, if you're in your early 20s, now is the time to find that high value man. Don't wait until you're 30. It's gonna get a lot harder for you.
Ma'am, have you looked at the comment section? I always love doing things with my late teen and early to mid 20s daughter and her friends because they were a blast to be around. Holy shit, f*** out of here, Madonna. Get out! Men value beauty, youth, fertility, and chastity. Once women understand this, things will be better for them. Yep, just these ladies, nothing else. I only date 18, 24 generally, and I'm 30, but I'm a top salesman, so I absolutely can. If you wait until 28 until you have a good career, all you are going to find is another man with half a career so you can live like a woman who stays at home for her husband in her young 20s. I'm sorry, I had a stroke trying to read that sentence. If a man makes enough money that he doesn't need an income earner, he will want a woman and nothing going on and who is young. Beauty, youth, fertility, and chastity, and nothing going on. That's right, girls. These are your criteria to win this high-value man. Come on, girls. I know you want him. You just don't want to admit it because you're
oppressed by the matriarchy.
You'll find fellas pretending like they got no standards for a woman except just don't be insufferable, which, with all due respect, and then in the same breath, they'll say things like, I want a cute, fertile virgin 18 to 21 years old, doesn't want a career, is super traditional, and gets married right out of high school. Anything beyond that is literally a 304 hoe who visits Dubai on the regular. Yeah, so speaking of standards, a girl who's 18 to 21 years old wants kids and marriage and knows that this is exactly what she wants all her life, right out of high school. I'd say it's the same thing as the 666 standards put on guys. I thought we were decrying the 666 model. Men only want women with careers if they are compensating for their lack of income and competency. A small exception I would make is to date a fellow realtor, but even then I would want to do most of the work and have her at home so she doesn't rebel. So is she a child? Or a functioning adult? So, controversial opinion, I don't have a problem with age preference as long as it's within the legal age range, so much as the fact that Redpill demands the youngest legal age range of girls like the end-all and be-all of dating, and then they blame feminism when a lot of said girls turn out to not be attracted to someone who's old enough to be their dad. Women are not as smart as they think they are, but this one is. I think women's stupid, but this one agrees with me. Alright, you know what? Let's rewind a bit. Let me show you where I'm coming from. I don't think it's just me, but ever since the explosion of dating podcasts, particularly Redpill podcast excerpts on the YouTube Shorts section or in the YouTube recommendations, we have seen the concept of SMV often come up, and on the r/Purple Pill debate subreddit as well, which happens to be my ironically favorite sub, because it's just a bunch of people bickering about women's eggs and tits like a pack of vultures over some roadkill. But on a serious note though, Purple Pill debate will be entertaining if you like social commentary and you like a diversity of viewpoints. In my opinion, we don't have enough intellectual diversity or nuance on Reddit in the first place, so /Purple Pill debate, check it out, fellas. I digress. Whether it's self-proclaimed feminist boss babes or Andrew Tate wannabes, I have rarely seen any particular good or memorable dating advice. And SMV is one of those concepts that I don't think are pertinent to real life because it's like, SMV is also so subjective. In fact, are we price tags on the market here? Let's just talk about that for a sec. In fact, SMV is not a concept that determines relationship success. It just measures hotness levels. That's it, okay? Maybe if you were a playboy like Tate or a modeling agency, sure, that would make more sense. In fact, I thought it was long assumed that the real secret to relationship success is love, actually. In the end, there's really no real formula or explanation as to why people fall in love the way they do and how to properly fall in love, you know? I mean, sure, if you're pretty and well-groomed or handsome, sure, I know it's often a starting point for love. It's a given. I'm not stupid. And we honor beauty in art and culture, but I think the Red Pill is over-focused on only one-dimensional aspects of romantic desirability like hotness levels or age or ostentatious counterculturalism.
A lot of people think I'm insane because I don't think women should vote.
And it's being marketed as this ultimate secret to an authentic relationship. If you find this unicorn person that checks marks all these boxes, you'll be happy. Or if you could buy my products to be the alpha male you were meant to be, you will be happy. And I'm here like, That's it? No? No, like, you can't put determiners of relationship success into a box, especially commodified like that. Like, sexual market value? Give me a break. The best relationships I know are way more true to life than that. Whether you want a 666 or a virgin tradwife, by the way, doesn't matter, applies both ways. Anyways, here's a video explanation from one red pillar who expatiates on this focal point of red pill, the SMV in a bite-sized medium. And, here are my thoughts.
High value men want to date young women. The first reason is because younger women are just more beautiful. We are in our physical prime in our early 20s. That's just the case.
Look, I know that we're all products of internet culture, but if you want to talk about dating, I shouldn't have to have heard these same talking points from Fresh and Fit and Pearl. Pearl is actually a cynic, and I'm not exaggerating. She doesn't believe in what she says, and she often changes her narratives and point of view to appeal specifically to a red pill niche. Fresh and Fit invited a rapist, and then they contradict themselves in what they say as well. I could make an entire video about that, but luckily, Brittany Venti beat me to it. Look at Venti's videos about Pearl and Fresh and Fit, linked down in the description below. Explains everything that I wanted to say, but it would take up too much time.
High value men want to date young women. The first reason is because younger women are just more beautiful.
How young is young? I swear to God, some of y'all are saying that anything after 25, or is it 21, I forgot, is old and dried up. Like, bitch, have you seen Penelope Cruz? Kate Hudson? They look awfully young, even by model standards. By this logic, men will always pick the pretty bombshell jerk over the nice, savage-looking girl. Hey, I wonder what this reminds me of. About that, by the way, are we supporting Chad Stacey culture, or are we supposed to be fighting it? Why is Red Pill saying two different things at once?
Younger women are in their prime in terms of their fertility.
Have you asked whether we want kids? Have you asked whether he wants kids? Or do you guys just use fertility as a proxy for something else? Also, who talks like this? So, what qualities do you look for in a romantic partner? Someone fertile.
Men almost at like a very animal brain level.
I was tutoring online once, and this guy just slides into my DMs and just has one thing to say to me. Yeah, maybe I should have given this guy a chance after all, because then I'm old and trash for not, settling, satiating some thirsty guy out there while I'm in, my primal years, because that's just the way men were wired. Deal with it. But then if I had a relationship before and it failed, and then I get out onto the market again, well, how dare I go out and attempt other relationships? How dare I?
If you sleep with guys on the first night, well, now you're racking up your body count and you're not worth marrying.
From a statistical standpoint right now, when women get to be, past 31 or 32 years old, and they're looking for and complaining about why they can't find the right guy or the nice guy, that is the guy that is the quote-unquote boyfriend material. That's the guy that they wanted to settle down with. That's not the guy that they wanted to have, hot fun sex with when they were in their crazy college years, and now they're ready to get serious.
But if you don't sleep with that high-value alpha male on the first night, well, now you lost them, and it's your fault.
Clearly he makes a lot of money. Clearly he's jacked. Clearly he's an ideal guy that I would really like to get with. He's not going to say, okay, well, if you don't want to have sex with me, that conversation doesn't happen. He just doesn't talk to you anymore. You're pushed out and another girl comes in.
Does he tell his daughter to sleep with men as soon as she meets them and then blame her for it too? George is encouraging a no-win scenario where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, they're wired to want to spread their seed.
That's it. I knew it. I knew I should have resorted to political lesbianism. Who are these things that want to spread their seed? I don't want these savages. No, too misandristic? Yeah, I thought so. For the love of all things holy, please stop referring to men like this. I thought we were fighting misandry here.
And finally, younger women don't have as much baggage as older women.
A woman who is inherently loyal and doesn't sleep around isn't going to just change her standards when she gets older.
A lot of times younger women have sort of a pep in their step, and they're still friendly and kind of fun to talk to at bars and stuff.
Have you seen Gen Z?
The older women are sitting in the corner sulking with their lame beer, saying all men are horrible. Well, why would a guy want to date women who hate him?
Older woman, ergo feminist. Got it. Kemi Paglia was right when she said the older generation is underappreciated.
So ladies, if you're in your early 20s, now is the time to find that high value man. Don't wait until you're 30. It's going to get a lot harder for you. Don't miss the train. Get a date going.
Wait, what do you mean high value man? Who? What? A high-value man can be a lot of things. I know one thing for sure. A high-value man ain't a Travis Bickle light with a Madonna whore complex that uses feminine tactics to make themselves feel better, like typing on the internet on how so-and-so aged like milk and is a total slut. That's my job. Oh, I almost forgot the main contention that high-value men make a lot of money. Yeah, sorry, but to me that's not high value, sir. Money should never be an indicator of high value. That's a superficial measurement of standards. Guys, just find somebody you're in love with, damn it! So, chances are, you might be a fella. You may or may not be from the red pill yourself. You may be wondering, why does this girl who disagrees with the other girl have something to say about the red pill, which was mainly started by guys. Well, back when I was super entrenched into the red pill myself, yeah, I know, contradictory, I'm a girl, it preyed on my fear that if I didn't fall in love and find a relationship at a certain age, no one would ever love me again in my life. You're laughing, but I tell you it's true. Well, I was talking to the fam, and that slipped into the conversation, and the fam was like, well, wait a second, if he's only here for a good time and not long time, well, that ain't love, bubs.
But men only want women in their early 20s, Mom.
Yes, I was that entrenched, that's literally what I said. Okay, well, forget what men want. What do you want? Are you even ready? Do you even want a relationship? Long story short, after some deliberation, that's when I realized I didn't actually want or feel ready for a relationship. I just wanted what other people had at the time, you know? And I refuse to believe it's feminist rhetoric to know that this is who I am. Hi, Post-Edit Daps here. I just wanted to add that I don't want to speak for just myself here. Some have said that Red Pill has helped them in their self-improvement. Like, I understand that, I can get behind that. And again, I'm a girl, so I don't want to speak for the common denominator of Red Pill, which is men. I'm an anomaly here, as you can see. Regardless, some nuanced videos like Cole Hastings do talk about how sometimes gender politics divide people further and exacerbate personal insecurities and perpetuate a cycle of self-hatred for not meeting a certain standard. And so I wonder how many people in the Red Pill community feel the same way. Anyways, just a thought, back to the vid. In conclusion, I don't think that girls only have a tiny window in their lifespan to find their soulmate or somebody who's a really great guy. Like, no. If there be any dating hellscape, I would think the antidote would be to work on mental maturation and selflessness, something that doesn't automatically manifest during your prime years, whatever they are. Something that can't be taught in podcasts either. And people's circumstances in life? Guys, I can't stress to you enough how different people's circumstances are in life too. I like to see Rollo Tomasi, to say for instance, shame women for not settling in their 20s, when some women I know were just too busy to build a stable enough income just to survive. And contrary to popular opinion, I doubt that most women are so hypergamous that they're willing to settle with a rich guy that they don't love. Been there, saw that. At least that's how I see it. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section below. I know plenty of excellent young women in their early 20s who are seeking someone out there. Are they worth being passed up if they don't find their Mr. Right at a certain time frame? In fact, some older women in my life, none of them feminists by the way, told me to never rush into a relationship because they knew from first-hand experience how rushing into one would lead to unhappiness. I think modern culture has reduced each respective gender into superficial categories, much like on Tinder. I mean, with technology too, it is inevitable, but my point still stands. But there's more to love than showing off your body or your six figures online. There has to be chemistry, emotional compatibility, similar hobbies, similar quirks, similar sense of humor, friendship, the ability to have conversations with each other and not get tired of each other, do a day to night. You get the point. Nothing that I said here should be revolutionary.